What's up, everybody? My name is Unkownlper, and today we're going to be looking at the second of the trio of Birth by Sleep, and today is going to be Ventus, the more younger brother of the two, Terra and Aqua. I believe he is the younger of all three, and he has an extremely important part in the story, and you will see as I go through this. A lot of the things that happen to him and the things that he does sort of are very important to the story. But that is enough talking. Let's get into the analysis of Ventus.
Give me a break, Aqua.
Then, you hopeless sleepyhead.
Ventus, like Aqua and Terra, are playable in Birth by Sleep, and he shows up in 358 by 2 days, Coded, and Dream Drop Distance. And Ventus' story starts off a little earlier than Aqua's and Terra's, and this story is going to be a little longer than theirs too. At the beginning of Birth by Sleep, we see Master Xehanort in a black hood, holding a boy in a white cloth, who looks like he is in a daze, or a coma or something like, and this is Ventus. And the reason he is in this state is because Master Xehanort was using him to create the Keyblade, which is able to open the door to open Kingdom Hearts. And in order to create this blade, a force of light and darkness of equal strength need to clash. So Xehanort releases the darkness inside Ventus' heart and creates VENTUS. But Ventus' heart is then too weak, and they are unable to forge the weapon, and Ventus is now in this near-death-like state, where Xehanort takes him to Destiny Islands, where he was going to be left, but Ventus' heart connects to Sora's, where his heart then rests. Then sometime later, Xehanort brings Ventus to Master Ericus to be his apprentice, and over the time his heart becomes strong enough and he is returned to his normal state and becomes friends with Terra and Aqua, where before his heart was not fully repaired, so he didn't say much and he was a lot more to himself. And to this present time, after Terra and Aqua complete their mastery exam, Terra fails to become a master. Terra then runs away, and VENTUS gives Ventus reason to follow Terra, while hinting at Terra's dark future. So Ventus chases after Terra, going to multiple worlds looking for him, and finds out the few dark things that Terra has been doing. The things that seem out of character for him are very dark. But very soon, Ventus, Terra, and Aqua meet up in Radiant Garden. But Terra doesn't want Ventus following him, and Aqua tries to get him to go back home, to where Aqua is sent to bring Ventus back. But he doesn't listen to Aqua and stays on his own. And after meeting Lee and becoming friends, he decides his new goal is to make new friends. So he goes to more worlds to find and make new friends, and finds out that King Mickey, who he met earlier in the story, is in trouble, and he finds him at the Keyblade Graveyard, where Xehanort is, and explains the truth about the Keyblade. He also finds out the reason that Eric has never let him leave home is because of his fear of the forging of the Keyblade again. So Vin then returns to the land of departure, where he confronts Ericus. Ericus attempts to destroy him, but Terra shows up and saves him, and Ventus is then sent to Destiny Islands, where he meets VENTUS, who threatens to kill Terra and Aqua if he doesn't go to the Keyblade Graveyard. And Ventus then leaves and meets Terra and Aqua there, and the battle between Xehanort and VENTUS begins. Ventus ends up fighting VENTUS, and they soon merge after their battle, and an unfinished version of the Keyblade is then formed, but Ventus and VENTUS fight inside his head, kind of like a metaphorical battle, I guess. It's inside his heart or head, and Ventus wins, and Aqua defeats the fused Ventus/VENTUS, and the Keyblade is then destroyed. But this battle nearly destroys his heart, and it leaves him in a coma-like state. And he is then taken to the transformed land of departure that is now Castle Oblivion, and placed there to rest by Aqua. And at the end, Ventus' heart finds Sora's again and rests inside his heart. And that is his story. It's pretty long and very important. The voice actors for him are Jesse McCartney in English and Koki Uchiyama, and he's owned by Disney, of course. And that is largely his background, and I think it's time to move on to his personality.
Lifetime passes to Disney Town. He said to take 2 grown-ups.
Ventus' personality is very similar to that of Sora's, of being naive, cheerful, lighthearted, and likes making new friends. And this can be seen when he meets Lee and becomes friends with him, then goes on a journey to make even more friends. He is also the youngest, age-wise, and personality-wise of the three. He also has a very strong will, and he is brave, shown when after being frozen during the final battle, he sees Aqua being attacked by VENTUS, and he breaks the ice, then goes to fight VENTUS, also showing his care for his friends. Most people notice that his look is that of Roxas's of KH2, which it is, but it is actually Roxas that looks like him. But I'll get into that when I go into Roxas's profile. Ventus in turn has orangish, goldish, spiky hair with blue eyes. His outfit coincides with the yin-yang symbol, having a black on one side and white on the other, symbolizing the darkness of him that is Vanitas and the light side that is him. And the jacket is also a fusion of Roxas and Sora's jacket, and also having a red color coinciding with Roxas's jacket too. The rest of the outfit is gray, blue, greenish gold armor, and he also has Keyblade armor too. That has a helmet with tall earpieces, and the rest is blue, black, greenish gold, and red vein-like lines. He also has some of the same mannerisms that Sora does, and also shares the same voice actor in both English and Japanese as Roxas.
I've got a better idea. How about I destroy you both?
The Keyblade. Vanitas' battle style is heavily influenced by being very fast and also with wind attacks, which also coincides with the fact that his name actually means wind in Latin. He is the fastest of the trio, and he holds his key and attacks with his Keyblade backwards or backhanded, which is unique for him, being the only Keyblade wielder to attack like this. Vanitas' main Keyblade is called the Wayward Wind, and overall he is balanced when it comes to attack and magic and strength. His command styles unique to him are Fever Pitch, in which he uses his speed and a wide range of attacks. Then there's Cyclone that focuses on arrow-based attacks, where he surrounds his enemies with spinning slashes. And then there's Wing Blade command, which has edge type, reprised, and magic-based commands, where he uses 6 glowing blades to attack instead of his Keyblade. And Ventus, like AquaRPG, can use D-Links, where he can summon powers from other worlds, and the abilities coming from Aqua's Wayfinder that she made for all of them. And Ventus is able to use Shotlocks too, with his first Shotlocks being Pulse Bomb, where Ventus launches energy blast from the tip of his Keyblade and bombards his enemies with a series of explosions. Then he has Multi-Vortex, where Ventus swings his Keyblade and creates shockwaves of wind to launch at enemies. Then lastly, Dark Cannon, where he can only use it in the llast stage of the last battle against Vanitas, where Vanitas unleashes a beam of blue energy augmented by a rotating triangle of blue crystal. Using Vanitas' D-Link, Ventus gains a gold-colored version of the same Shotlight named Dark Link, which he uses to combat Vanitas' Dark Cannon. And then lastly, he is able to wear Keyblade armor and uses Keyblade to transform into a glider so he can move from world to world. And that is my analysis of the character Ventus. Yes, he is more of the younger brother and is kind of very similar to Sora in some aspects. Technically, Sora is similar to him, but still, that is his character. He's very important into the game, and he has a pretty tragic end, honestly. All the characters, I believe, in this game have a pretty bad end to them, honestly. But yeah, that is my analysis for him. Tell me what y'all think about Ventus. Do you like him? Do you hate him? But yeah, that is it. My name's AquaRPG, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.